Welcome to House of Geeks. First episode, House of Geeks. Steve, God damn it. What's up? This is Sean.
And this is Steve. Sorry, this is episode 1, so I wasn't sure where to jump in.
Yeah, you know what's weird, Steve? We should have did this like a year ago instead of a couple years ago. Wasn't changed.
Well, I mean, maybe when Game of Thrones was on, maybe any of the times that season 1 of House of the Dragon was on. We talk about it a lot on the Geeks, though. So
we do. But at the same time, man, like, damn, like, yo. So this is what we're gonna do. We're breaking down the mid-season, I guess, of all 4 episodes of House of Dragons, and then we'll come back at the end of the last episode, and we'll talk about it and review it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like we should have been to this a long time ago. This is so weird. But
it's on brand, man. It's late and wrong, baby. Late and wrong. But we're late and right this time. So
yeah. So I'm happy. So let's get into episode.
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
What did you like? We're not book readers, right? We don't have everybody's name memorized. I don't have any of the backs. I'm not coming to any of my stuff from like a book perspective of knowing. I'm going purely off of what I see every week, and I'm going to talk about it as such.
Yeah, we are going off of our knowledge from Game of Thrones, the same exact way we fucking butchered names. We're gonna be butchering names in this one.
Man. We're going to be calling people the wrong people back and forth, but at least this time we have some video representation, so it'll be a little bit easier.
We do, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize we actually edited that.
Good Lord, season 1 ended with that little boy getting eaten off of his dragon. Wow. And what an ending to season 1. So I had high hopes for season 2. Kind of felt like it got here quick. I don't know, like maybe time's just moving weird, but I don't feel like it's been off that long.
It did. It really, it kind of caught me up. I think I told you, like, Steve, House of Dragons come on. He's like, wait, wow.
I'm pretty sure like we've gotten 2 seasons of House of the Dragon before we've gotten another season of Stranger Things. So
I know, right? Like, and that budget is way bigger than Stranger Things.
We shall see. I had high hopes for season 2, and so let's just get into it, man. Episode 1 of season 2, Son for a Son.
We start off with oh man, we're back at
back where it all began, baby.
The Wall.
This is the first time we've seen the Wall.
Winter has come. And yo, I'm not gonna hold you, Steve. I ain't gonna hold you, but this version of a Stark seems kind of badass. This dude look like he about to wreck some shit.
He's like, I don't need a fucking beard. I know it's cold, but fuck it. I'm out here handling shit.
Right, and this is Rhaenyra's second son, I guess. It's her second son, right? Or her first son?
Oldest, I think.
Her oldest son. And his name is get me the line. What's that boy's name, Steve?
I don't know. This is the one we were talking about. I said, I don't remember any of her sons' names.
This is Jace. This is Jacaerys Valerian. Right. So he's a Valerian? Is he a Valerian, Steve? Yeah,
because he was Rhaenys and Orlys' son. Remember, right. But he was like he liked other men. So,
right. So
he's a strong is actually what he is. He is Valerian by name, but he's a strong Targaryen.
Right.
Blood.
Right, and that his father got burnt down in his castle, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, last season.
Otto Hightower they destroyed his shit. So Tyrion Stark, that's who that is. Looking pretty bad, looking like Jon Snow-esque.
Yeah, like goddamn, like it runs in the blood with those, But I mean, the Starks are, they're there to protect the wall. That's their thing. So
yeah.
It's cool seeing a Stark again. Having him not be players at all, really. Only being mentioned by name. I think you saw one Stark last season, like when they were like having all the people come to court, Rhaenyra. But like that's really all you've gotten, and it's nice. It's cool seeing all these different families that are.
Now, in the beginning, that we were at Westerfeld. Like we went back to Westerfeld. Am I crazy?
No, it started here.
It started here. Oh, okay, it started. Okay, I thought it was where I thought.
Because here, Jace is trying to get. He's trying to build an army. He wants House Stark to pledge allegiance, and this, and Stark's like, yo, I don't care what's going on over there. Look, I got all this over here to deal with. Like, you guys go have your war, and when all you guys are settled, guess what? We're still going to be here doing this.
Because
regardless of if your mom's on the throne or if that little boy's on the throne, we're going to be here doing this.
Because you know what? We're guarding shit that's out there. And the motherfucker was like, yo, there's something out there.
Yeah. He's like, what's out there? He's like, death. It's like, we're protecting you all from death. So
yeah. That was deep. It was great to see that, because at the same time, we're like, oh, everybody knows what's out there.
That's a big ass sword that boy has, isn't it? Look at that thing. That thing's gigantic.
That looks nice. Is that Valerian steel?
Very cool.
But the crazy part, he's like, why do you think our ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice?
Yeah, his ancestors had it going on, man. They built a wall and an elevator. Nice.
I have 1,000 gray beards.
Okay, wait, go back.
Yeah.
Look, okay, I just want to look how old he looks there. Now go ahead. That's like two different actors.
Oh shit. Kinda, not really though. It's just a perspective.
It is. It's an optical illusion.
He says, "I got 1,000 gray beards who've already seen too many winters."
Yeah, so he's gonna actually give Jacaerys some soldiers, just some of the older ones that maybe their knees don't work too well in the winter, but they'll still kick some ass. They're probably still harder than most of their. Look, Aegon's got like his drinking buddies protecting him, so fucking. Right. I'd rather take some graybeards over some of these cats.
Right. I thought this was a nice little confrontation between him and her, and the way she kind of, her presence is like so felt, like like I was supposed to be fucking run the throne, but I got fucking X-nayed from not having the throne, and I love that. And they're both weirdly enough supposed to be on the throne. Like, they felt that they
through one way or another, they both could have easily been sitting on the Iron Throne, and right. They're both a little bit irritated by it, but Daemon's a lot more, and he actually gives her an order, like, hey, we're gonna go do some shit, and he's like, that's an order, and she's like, yeah, like, too bad you're not the king, like, that was tough. I was like, good for you.
Yeah, I do like it though.
I like Rhaenys, man. Rhaenys is awesome.
Fucking Rhaenys is fucking awesome. And then Rhaenyra,
but they're all kind of hanging out because Rhaenyra's out here grieving. She lost her son, Yeah. And then you get this. Okay, so you got Orlys here hanging out with this soldier who's the one that pulled him from the water in the last season.
Yeah, I forgot that he got pulled from the water. What happened?
Yeah, remember he was like out of commission for a while. He was like laid up for a while. He got, it was a big battle at sea, and he was like, they lost like most of their navy and shit.
Oh, okay, so that's what that was.
Yeah. Then
the twin brothers,
the twins, Tony and Ridley. I don't know what their fucking names are. Tony and Ridley. Oh, now I remember episode 1. I was having a hard time with episode 1, trying to remember.
Really? You remember? Yo, did you remember what happened to episode 1?
I did as soon as that little dude showed up on screen. Then I remembered right away. I was like, oh.
Son for a son. Like,
you're not long for this world, young man.
Yeah.
So you're just getting some, you get a little introduction. You got, so is Aegon's wife, is this his sister?
That's his sister.
Yeah. So those kids are probably, no wonder they were acting up.
Game of Thrones that's Helena Targaryen. Like, it's so weird how they it's like some weird like Nazi kind of like keep your.
I mean, look, hey, it's not our culture, right? It's not our culture. We look at that and go, ugh. But hey, look, to each their own. That's their own culture. Far be it from me to judge the lands of dragons and shit. So.
Listen, I'm judging. It's gross.
Well, you can judge out there.
Oh man, and then Kristen Cole are getting it in.
Man, that's just I liked Cole in the last season.
I don't like
him much.
Hate that motherfucker now. No, he is a fucking dick.
He just thinks he's a lot bigger than he is, and he's constantly being given more and more power. Here he's bashing on the king's mom, like, and so like he's just letting all the power get to his head. You know, he thinks he's tough. He's like, hey, can you put my cape on for him? He's got the former queen putting his cape on for him. Ridiculous.
It says a lot though about Allison. Like, she's like weak.
Yeah,
just weak. Like, everything has happened.
This is gonna be a long show.
I know. I'm gonna skip through.
So Damon's big plan for son, right? Because his son got eaten in the last episode. Right. So his son, he wants to go kill Aemond. He wants, the guy that killed his son, he wants him dead. Right. So he hires this guy who we've seen a lot. He's a rat catcher. He hires this rat catcher and a guard.
Rat and Cheese, I think. Is that what I think they're called? Like in the book, they think it's Rat and Cheese.
Well, the dog, his name is Cheese.
Okay. So something like that.
Yeah. So they hire these guys to go and kill Aemond.
Right.
And I mean, it seems like a decent enough plan, right?
But dude, no, because first of all, Damon's a fucking badass. So like, how did they think that they were actually gonna kill that dude?
Well, he's not. Well, Aemon's. I don't know what. I think Damon's plan was like maybe they can get in there and like catch him unawares, and then
which is weird. Like Daemon, like motherfucker, he's just like you, motherfucker. Like, how do you think that they was gonna catch that motherfucker? Like, duh.
So they go in there. They go into this castle. These two fucking yokels. And,
yokels.
And they can't find this boy. They can't find this Aemond anywhere. And so, in their infinite wisdom, they just look for any blonde, right? That's what we should do. We should just look for any blonde.
Right.
And the blonde that they happen to find is Aegon's wife and her two kids. And this is actually a really tense scene where they have her like pinned up with a knife against her throat, and they're telling her like, which one's the boy? Because all they were told was like the son, Aemond, kill the son.
Yeah, right.
And so they're like, which one's the boy? And finally she points to the boy, and then they proceed to decapitate him while she picks up the daughter and power walks to her mother's room.
It's gross. This is the sound of it. I was like, oh.
And then he started crying and then stopped. Ugh.
Yo, I was like, dang. When you thought Game of Thrones they couldn't do anything else, oh well, we're gonna kill a baby. So, we're killing babies now. Like
season 1 opens with a bang. The other stuff that we kind of glossed over in there was a little bit of just more of Aegon kind of not really getting along with his cabinet, really, and like finding some issues in there, like dealing with them and shit. Like he's got some issues in his cabinet. Nobody respects him.
Right. So
his council. I keep saying cabinet, but his council.
His council. Yeah, his council. So episode 2, Rhaenyra the Cruel. So I guess it gets back to what's it? What castle is that? The Keep? Is that the Keep?
Which one? Dragonstone or
not Dragonstone?
King's Landing?
King's Landing, yeah. So it gets back to King's Landing. This is episode 2. That Rhaenyra killed the king's son.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, I mean, that happens in the castle. King's Landing knows about it first. Rhaenyra didn't do anything, so it takes a while for your Dragonstone to even hear about it. They're like, what? You have to wait for a raven. But they immediately blame Rhaenyra, as you would obviously do when you're in a conflict with somebody. And guess what? It was fucking ordered by her husband. So
Steve, the whole time during this funeral thing,
unbeknownst to her,
I thought that baby's head was gonna fall off,
dude.
When it started,
when that shit started ricketing, I was like, oh no. What if it fell and like rolled and kept rolling?
Oh man, just rolling down, right? Like I was just new.
But instead, I just feel really bad for this girl here, Helena, because she's obviously like not, she's not all like, she has some mental. She's having a panic attack.
She's going, dog. Like she's definitely, this is weird. Like just a baby in a casket is weird to me. Like I felt uncomfortable. But then she started having a panic attack and like because everybody was reaching for her.
Well, and she doesn't understand. Everyone's like, they seem more upset about it than she is. She's very confused by that. She's just like, I don't get what their problem is right now.
So. Right. She even explained that to Allison, but like her and Allison don't even. Allison doesn't have a bond with her kids at all. Like she is a monster to her kids. Like, oh, you're a piece of shit. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, she's just kind of floating around right now. I'm like, did you just really want power? And now you're just kind of pissed off that everybody else has it. So, yeah, then it gets back to Dragonstone that this happened. And Rhaenyra's like, what the fuck, dude? And like, immediately, like, please send a raven,
but send a raven. But Damon's like this the whole time. Like, I did it. I was like, we got the wrong motherfucker. Like,
yeah, my bad. Like, and then so this theme of misunderstandings and accidents continues, and more deaths happen because like this is all just a big fucking
misunderstanding. Like it could have been stopped so easily. But they just kept it going. Like it goes on and on. So this is where Christian Cole asks the twin.
The beautiful thing is that we think that it can be stopped so easily. We think that it could have been stopped so easily, but it all happens so fast. The king fucking dies. They don't have meetings about this shit. This is ancient times. Swords and heads are gonna fucking roll. Like he died. He said I was in fucking charge. Like what? Wait a second. And then immediately you have people going like, I believe her, and then swords are out. And now we're like, you don't really have time to.
But the whole time when we get to episode 3 of the last episode or third episode, there's like a whole thing there. It's like, what the fuck?
I know, but we'll get there. But so Cole now tells Ridley that he's got to go kill Tony. He's like, yo. The other Scott
Eric,
brother.
Sir Eric. It's Sir Eric, Steve. Eric. Eric.
What's the other one's name? Eric and Derek.
Eric and Derek. Who the fuck knows?
No, it's like Eric and Art Eric or something.
Yeah. These two are trying to, hook up, but
I don't care about any of this.
No, I don't care about any of it.
It looks like Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, and then
we get this little bit from Aemon where he's like still attached to his first prostitute that he was with.
Yeah.
So he has like a mother complex. Obviously, not being mothered well. Theme, Sean.
Oh, she's a bad mother. She's nowhere to be found when her kids are like damaged.
Like Aemon smashes and then just wants to be held. He's like, I just want to cry.
Yeah.
I have to be so bad.
I don't even know who this guy is. Do you know?
I don't know who this guy is. I know that this lady's a big part of stuff because she chats a lot with people, but
yeah, well,
this is more. I think this guy's gonna become something. This bald guy because he's Borlas's son.
I know, right? Like that, and I was like, oh, well, that's a thing. Like,
which I know we're kind of jumping ahead, but
this wasn't one of those great episodes, but
no, you're getting a lot of setup. You have there's so many people in play. There's so many different pieces, so many players bouncing around that you have to have these episodes where it's almost all exposition because you have to understand what's going on. There's a lot of moving pieces right now.
Right.
And they constantly go over like what territories have been taken, what we have left, what's over here. And I'm grateful for a lot of that because it's a lot to kind of wrap your head around.
Yeah.
As a casual viewer.
Right. This is actually Damon's slave Massaria? Is that her name? Massaria, I think. Massaria. She was like the slave girl, but like horror kind of thing, and like Damon
like brought her along and shit.
Yeah,
you're gonna come live at Dragonstone.
But now she's becoming what was the bald head dude from Game of Thrones.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
He's one of those whisper guys. So she's like, one of the things that like Allison has.
Yeah, Allison has Aegon has the Master of Whispers that do with the cane.
strong guy, Lars Strong or something like that. Yeah, so she'll have the same thing with this chick, but I mean, it kind of like her. It's weird because like she was supposed to be like kind of let go, but she stayed, and like now she was in jail, but now like she's trying to make her way out. And Damon, said he was gonna let her go, but he doesn't let her go. So now Rhaenyra is like, well, listen, you can go. You're no longer needed, and goodbye.
What I love right here about the title, I'm just noticing Rhaenyra the Cruel, is just thinking about how, like, if this was real history, right, and you're reading it back, you would just read that Rhaenyra ordered for that little boy to be killed, to be beheaded.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she would have been known as Rhaenyra the Cruel. You wouldn't have any of this context to this backstory. Like, actually, it was her husband, and it wasn't an order on that little boy. It was just big misunderstanding.
I love it.
Remember shit wrong.
She says, I made myself powerful to powerful men, or valuable to powerful men, and that's how she became who she was. So it's kind of cool.
So she's got some info.
Yeah.
Information. Yeah.
So this is crazy where Otto gets kind of like, you're done. Like
Otto gets listen, Otto gets lippy with the king. He's an impressionable young man that will make rash, quick decisions, hard decisions based on his emotional status. So
the crazy part is this is what Game of Thrones fucking does to you. It's like now we hate Christian Cole, but I kind of like I'm on Otto's side. Like he's trying to control what's going on in the fucking what you're doing wrong.
Otto does not. He's like, if you do this, it's irreversible. We can't we still haven't officially started war yet. But then Aegon's son was just murdered in his fucking bedroom. So he's not trying to hear that shit. And he's like, yo, Gramps, I'm fucking done with you. You're gone. Turn in your badge. And I let Otto Hightower, gangsta shit, tosses that thing. Fine. I'm out.
Yeah, he did toss it like, fuck.
Look, there he is right there. There's his pose. He's striding too. Look at him.
Yeah, he did get a little stride on, right? Like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. And their wives. Oh, so this is when it was the Aegon. It was Aegon. Fuck, what the hell's the king's name? Damn.
Yeah, it's Aegon.
Aegon.
He killed all the rat catchers in the city.
Rat catchers in the city. And hung them along the wall.
Which will have much longer lasting implications, because if there's no rat catchers, now there's an abundance of rats. Now we have plague. Everything has a fucking yin and a yang.
Yep. Now their wives, their children gather now at our gates to weep. Like, motherfucker, like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. I actually liked Otto Hightower, his explanation of everything. I thought that was great. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, even Aegon, you see, he is light a lot of times. He's laughing. He's still a kid, man. But that's what I'm saying. But he's a kid, and he don't have nobody around him really. He does, but he doesn't. Otto Hightower was a piece of shit all last season. Now all of a sudden we had there's a reason we didn't like him. There's a reason Aegon doesn't listen to him. And listen, Alicent and Otto Hightower, maybe they are a little bit smarter, but they're just in it for themselves too. You know what I'm saying? They just want that power. Otto Hightower basically thought he was king. He's like, if I'm the hand, I'm gonna fucking run this bitch. I'm gonna make him do whatever I want him to do.
Yeah, but Aemon and Christian Cole are fucking behind his back, fucking planning a whole goddamn war behind his back and shit, because they know that he's weak. And that's the crazy. I love fucking episode 4 because the way the fucking Aemon.
Let's finish episode 2.
I'm sorry. You start jumping. Well, this is the part where. Sorry, Eric.
So we have the twins, Eric and Derek. They're split up, right? Derek is with fucking Rhaenyra, and Eric is with Aegon. So they're so Christian Cole's like, yo, I need you to go kill fucking the queen. Right. And he's like, how am I going to do that? He's like, well, your brother's over there. So you're just going to go be your brother and go kill the fucking queen. And you start thinking about it damn, that actually might work. And it fucking does. He gets all the way within a hair of the queen. And then
remember Mysera seen him. So she went and actually told the other brother. So that's why he came out of nowhere. Which
and the crazy
he
thing
would have
is
got
that
away with it if Masira did not say anything.
When Derek came into the room and the camera turned, you immediately lost who was who. They're both wearing the same armor. They have the same haircut. Like, they just started fighting, and I was like, and then one of them died, and I was like, which one was it? Which one was it? And then the brother that killed the one brother, he's like, I'm sorry. He told the queen, he's like, I'm sorry, and he killed himself. And I was like, which one was it? And but like at the same time, it doesn't really matter because like the brother that got killed, like that brother that killed him was like, fucking, it's over now. Like it doesn't even if my side wins, who cares? Like,
no, that shit was wild though, dog. Like I loved every single bit of that shit. I was like, on the edge of my
seat. Fought. They really fought. Like, you know what Marvel Civil War did when they had them cats fight, but they weren't really fighting?
Right.
This did the opposite. They were like, no, you're gonna fight. You're gonna kill him. And I love that it's ambiguous. You don't know which one was which.
Who was which, and that's because they both had the same fucking armor on.
There's probably somebody out there that was like, look, Eric has this little thing on his cape, and Derek has this. And so we can tell, there's probably somebody out there that's broken it down and we know who's who, but like, I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
And to me, it's cool not knowing who it is. I like that.
That shit was crazy, dog. Like, I love that shit. Every single bit of it. Like, that thing was amazing. And she was like, and there was like, no, don't do it. But then that was it. So that kind of ended that episode. Like, the Auto Hightower shit was, whatever. But
you just have a little bit of a tit for tat with these two.
Yep, and that was it. So moving on to episode 3, which is the burning
mill, which opens awesome.
Okay, Steve. We didn't talk about the opening fucking quilt and the fucking stitching and
it's changed. Last season it was like more like building stuff, and this time it's like it's got this tapestry kind of thing. I like it. I love it. I
think it's fucking
it's
dope.
Very cool.
Yeah,
all the intros are really, really cool.
This shit right here.
So these two youngsters, these little young bucks, they're like, there's like a little like wooden pallet that's like separating their two kingdoms.
Right.
And they start arguing over it. And, you have Rhaenyra, I think her side is on the red and black.
Yeah, I think it's the stone fucking, I forgot what the fuck it was called.
Either way, I'm pretty sure the people that want the queen are on red and black, and then the people that want the other ones are team black and red, Targaryen right there. So they have a little argument. They start pushing each other. Long-haired guy right here pulls his sword out, and he's like, "You wouldn't dare!" And then smash cut to thousands of dead bodies.
She was crazy. The Brackens, and I forgot what the other thing was.
So
they cared for Aegon and whatever. Then you see this shit, and you're like, boom. He's got like a fucking shit right in his throat. It's fucking crazy. I don't know which one it was. Him. This one right here.
That one right there.
And then bang,
boom.
Damn, that shit was crazy, dog.
Just and then it like pulls back, and it's just like you just keep seeing more and more dead bodies. Like it just keeps going. You're like, Jesus Christ, this whole battle was fought. All these people died over them arguing over that wooden pallet and picking one side over the other. Like this is it just moves on from this. Like, boop, now we're on to something else. Like it's just giving you a taste of like this is the shit that's happening all over without even dealing with the main characters.
And this shit was bigger in the books. Like it was bigger. Like it was a bigger fucking battle. Like it was a huge battle. But like as you can see, it was a huge fucking battle. Like that shit is crazy. I thought this was fucking amazing because it was just like, oh, boom, boom, and it went right into that. I thought that was great. Fucking great scene.
Very cool.
We get the two brothers.
The funerals of Derek and Eric.
Is that's not their name, but like we're just guessing. But like at the same time, it's fucking crazy, dog. And then little exposition, yada yada yada. Then the whole Christian Cole and Allison thing is starting to kind of set its course, and you're a piece of shit, he's a piece of shit, and then like everybody's like at the table, like what the fuck is going on, and then just fucking dragons and what the hell? I don't even know what the hell's going on right here. Well, now
there's it's all that exposition we're talking about.
Oh,
but the thing is Damon is on his way to Harrenhal. He's on his way to Harrenhal.
Good job.
I got it.
Good job.
The strong household, because it's supposed to be like a giant fortress, very strategically placed, big stronghold, big army.
And there's a piece
he
of
flies
shit.
in. There's like goats hanging out in there. There's like one dude eating dinner.
So Harrenhal was destroyed and burnt down, and thousands of people were inside there when it was destroyed. So apparently it has.
So why do they want it so much? And why does Damon want it so much?
Because Harrenhal is right between Dragonstone and King's Landing. It's like in that same area. It's on the like point. So Dragonstone is right across. Yeah. That's why they want it. I think
it's also right. No, it's right across from the little place in episode 4, the little tiny castle.
Right.
This one, I'm not exactly sure why they want it. They want it really badly because Aegon wants it too. But either way, he lands. I like just the thing that I normally wouldn't like this kind of aside from what we're doing, right? Because I want more of this war. I want this war in a big bad way. I want to see it all in all its glory. So taking these side steps with Damon walking around through haunted castles and really quiet moments, I would normally not like these side steps. But God, doesn't that shit look fucking tough right there? When he was walking down the stairs in that fucking armor. Go back one more.
Oh.
There, right there. Look at that. Oh, just the layers on it, the lighting, the setting of it, the mood that it turns into. You're like, holy shit. Like, you could actually do like a really cool, haunted, scary thing with this.
It's like they did a really good job with this shit.
Yeah. It's really cool. This castle is like playing with his head, and there's a witch that lives there, so maybe it's not a haunted castle, but you got this witch that lives there. She might be doing some weird shit.
Well, she's like,
she obviously is doing weird shit.
Yeah, she's a fucking witch, bro. Like, she's a goddamn witch.
Yeah, she's doing some weird shit. But this guy right here, he's like, I've come to take Harrenhal, and this guy's like, seems like it.
He is very like nonchalant about like,
all right, he's like, so you are. Here you go. Here's the keys. The master bedroom's right down the hall to your left, right past the goats.
Yeah, you can have
the witch will be in, and I'll see you in the morning. Have fun.
Welcome to our Airbnb.
Yeah, fucking. No guests after 11, and we'll be all good.
I love how you explain that shit. Like, there you go. Have the keys. Goodbye. Good luck.
Join us for our continental breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
But they have a little chatty chat, and he's just getting on. They're getting into the who's and what's of what's available in that Harrenhal there, and they're getting the Rhaenyra's family, or not Rhaenyra, but Rhaenys's family split up. They're all kind of spreading around.
This is going to play out very big next episode, I think. And very, 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 very fucking crazy. It's going to lead to
Sean, I want to talk. See, I don't know the spoilers that you know, so we'll talk after air. I want to know everything.
It's going to lead to some shit. But we'll get there. We'll get there at some point. So she's telling everybody to leave, breaking everybody up. You go here.
She's sending her kids away. She's sending one of Orlys's and Rhaenys's daughters to protect her son. She wants to keep them away from Dragonstone because they don't even, she's like, look, we got in there and killed their little boy. Then they got a whole ass guard, a whole ass adult man into my bedroom. Like, nobody's safe. Like, we need to get these kids out of here. So, smart move.
Alicent talking to her daughter and
here's more examples of Alicent being a bad mom. Moving on.
Just terrible.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy. Always saying
he's got a punchable face too, don't he?
Dude, his fucking friends.
These two guys.
The Knight's Guard.
I can't wait for them to die. They're gonna die.
Yeah,
they're gonna pull out their swords to do some shit and get handled so fucking quickly. It's gonna be shocking. Maybe we'll see because Aegon status, but we'll see.
Wow, we'll play.
This guy's talking about he's a Targaryen, fucking.
Which is all bullshit.
That's all. Yeah, I was like, are we on the step here? And it was like, oh no, it's all just drunken bullshit talk. It's these guys from the fucking bar. But this is a fucked up scene. You do get to see all of Aemond, which I didn't really. It is what it is. You see plenty of ladies, so but we got to skip past that scene on YouTube, otherwise we're gonna get kicked off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show it, but Game of Thrones.
But it was fucked up. It was fucked up. Like his brother comes in there with all his boys, and then just like lets him have it.
But I fuck with Aegon because he was like, okay, you want to fucking try to embarrass me then? Okay, all right, we'll see how this plays out for you later on. And Aemon fucking got him. Got him.
Yo, but Aemon like Aemon handled it like as good as he could. He's like, take her down. Got up and just fucking head held high, walked right past all those cats right
Yo,
out there.
and didn't give a fuck. Was like, what? Nigga, I got one eye. What you got? Excuse my language, but
yeah, no, dude, that's the attitude he had. So it was like, hey,
yo, I'll be honest with you, he's the coolest one-eyed motherfucker since fucking
listen, I love to hate him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I love to hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like him. He's not a good guy. He's not like one of my characters that I want to see like succeed. But man, every time he's on screen, I'm like, do something bad. I know you have it in you. You have an evil face, bro. They cast the fuck out of you.
Yo, I'll fuck with him. Yo, he can play the Joker, and I'm fucking down with that shit, dog.
Now that's some inspired casting, my friend.
You DC, you're welcome.
James Gunn. I mean, it's Warner Brothers, HBO. Come on, bro. Just like,
yo, he's
right.
Yo, he plays such a good villain. He's gonna be a villain in more shit. It's gonna fucked up because now he's gonna be typecast as a villain. But man, he got a villain fucking face.
That's what I'm saying. It's just he's cast so well. It's like he looks like an elf from Lord of the Rings. You know, he could easily play like you put some pointy ears on him, bang bang.
Yeah,
like
he could play a Legolas if you wanted to fucking put him in fucking Lord of the Rings, the fucking whatever the fucking.
He could play Legolas in the anime movie just as a live action version of him. He looks like an anime character. It's really cool. So, anyways, yes, we love him. There he is, right on the screen, right above your head. Like,
is this Allison's brother? Allison's brother.
Allison's brother, right? Who's a tool. He's like, I don't like to fucking go. We can go to the tavern. We don't need to stay out here in the woods.
Yeah, he's such a coward because they see the dragon, he starts fucking panicking.
I saw this.
Mind you, I didn't even see that dragon, and then until I seen, I was like, "Oh shit, there's a dragon."
I saw a really funny breakdown of this. They're like, the most efficient way for the dragon to attack these guys is to fly completely straight down in a vertical line while they're running away. Then, right before she hits the ground, hit horizontal, and then have to regain speed to catch up to him instead of just making a straight line to him. And then, how do they escape? They run into a very burnable forest. I'm just like, I don't know how that really, like, oh darn, they got into the wood. Like, you're on a dragon.
Like, girl,
I would have understood if they then rewrite it and have them like through like a mountain canyon and they get into a cave. Now I get it, but this doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense at all.
It was very cool visually. You finally got to see some dragons running around. You got your adrenaline pumping a little bit, but then when you really started to think about it, you're like, that was a waste. She's not very good at her job. But then again, she wasn't told to kill, right? She said she didn't engage. She engaged sort of. I'm going on the basis of she should have killed him, right? But she was told not to. That's what she was doing.
Yeah. If she was a G though, she should have did that shit.
If she would have known where episode 4 was going, she would have.
Well, that's gonna play.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna play. That's gonna be a motherfucking thing. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Because she's gonna be like, I had him. I fucking had him.
Yup. And that's gonna play on her fucking psyche.
I had him, and I could have killed him, and I didn't because you told me not to.
Yup. Yo, this shit's gonna play all on. Yo. Uh-oh. Gonna be a lot of hate. Like, fuck you. This was a lot of back and forth. And then this is fucking Damon fucking just getting haunted to death. Yo, you see he put the fucking knife on the door?
Damon, he sleeps with it. He jumped out of bed and had a sword already like right by his nightstand, like, and then he got that other one from the door. Very good.
Yeah, that motherfucker's like, fuck that. I'm scared of shit.
I still love Matt Smith. You know, he's a bad guy.
No.
He's such a bad anti-hero. He's a bad dude, but they cast the fuck out of him too. He's just so compelling, you know?
He's such a fucking badass. I like his shit, dog. Like, yo, I fuck with Matt. Yo, I ain't fucking Matt Smith before because he's been in some fucking movies where I'm like,
Well, I'm not a Doctor Who guy, you know. He wasn't very good in Morbius, but
he wasn't great in fucking Terminator.
Oh, the Dark. What was that? Dark?
The one you liked?
No, that was Genesis. He wasn't in Genesis.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Who was the bad guy in fucking Genesis?
It was that Jason, the other guy from.
And Matt Smith was the Terminator. Are you sure, dog?
Maybe in the other one that came out with Linda Hamilton, because I don't remember that one.
No, Steve, I'm telling you. I swore I thought it was Matt Smith.
Welcome to House of the Geeks, where we were going to look up Terminator information.
Matt
who cares?
Smith, T5000. I told you, dog.
He was a Terminator in Genesis.
Yes,
Was he one of the main ones?
Yes, he was the main fucking Terminator, dog.
No, I don't remember that at all. Oh man, I don't remember that at all.
Oh,
wow.
Shit.
I gave that movie a hero. I know. You know, I've never watched it since. Well, I gotta revisit.
Go back and find our fucking Terminator fucking salvation.
I'll be like, look, then there'll be 2 Targaryens in that movie.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I just realized that. Oh, yeah. Huh? Interesting.
Worth a revisit. Anyways, so this was cool. I like you. We get a vision of Millie Alcock here, who is a spitting image of a younger version of my wife and our future Supergirl. So that's cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, and then it gives and then the witch comes out. The witch comes out at night.
Yeah, she's creepy.
This really wasn't that kind of episode. Like this was kind of like
it's a lot of buildup. It's a lot.
Oh no,
this was it. The big thing that happened was Rhaenyra says, you know what? I'm gonna fucking take a gamble. I need to go talk to Allison, and she like dresses up in this fucking disguise that, I mean, I guess nobody really pays attention to people's faces, but she gets all the way in here, and they have a chat. And it was awesome. Finally, you get these two back on screen together. You know, it's been since 3 episodes before the finale last season. Before, right. You know, like they really haven't been on screen together in a scene. So they're here having this talk, and you see how much both of them believe they're right, even though you know as a viewer that Rhaenyra is right and Allison is just misunderstood, but. You see why she thinks she's correct. You understand that completely, right? Yeah. You understand that.
I had to go back. I had to go back and fucking watch that shit. And I was like, oh shit, he did say that shit. Like I thought in my mind, I was like, he didn't say that.
He's telling the story. He starts telling it. Rhaenyra leaves the room. Allison comes in. He thinks it's Rhaenyra, continues telling the story and dies.
Yeah,
but the part of the story he says happens to say the name Aegon, which is a famous Targaryen name. Who he happens to, his oldest son is named Aegon. Therefore, so you understand why Allison thinks she's right. So she's almost like like she's alleviated from like guilt for anything she's done because she in her head 100% believes she's right, and it's here that she finally realizes. Son of a fucking bitch, I was wrong. Yeah. Allison realized it when Rhaenyra's like, it's the fucking story, yo. And she's like, Allison's face just like, fuck.
Yeah. Instead of Tyson fucking fire, dog. Like, yo, that shit was like, oh, motherfucker. You feel so stupid. But now she's like, yo, I can't take it back. Like
she's not on the council no more. Her Otto Hightower's gone. Yep. She has no power. She's like, it's too late. there's too many people have died. Fucking the power players are already in move. Armies are fucking marching. Like
and you really realize it's too fucking late. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was already too late. But when she decided to even try to have this conversation, it was too late.
The crazy part, Steve, I didn't realize any of this till we're talking right now. Yo, that's the fucking crazy part. We were just talking about, I just realized it's too fucking late.
It was too late. It was too late before episode 1. It was too late. People were already moving, but they still tried. They still tried. Holy and goddamn, if Rhaenyra didn't break all the way into King's Landing to have a chat, to try.
Yep.
Risked her life, risked everything. Like, I have to try.
The crazy part, I watched Screen Crush when he broke it down, because that motherfucker breaks down everything. He broke it down where Alicent was first facing the statues as their guys, you know, she was accepting her god, and then after the fact, turned her back. And the gods faced her god, like she put her back towards the gods after walking away. Like, it was fucking crazy. The way he explained that shit, I was like, oh, that's deep.
I didn't pick up on any of that, but
yeah, well, you know that motherfucker can break down anything.
It was just a really, really intense episode. Very, you know, it's heavy dial. It's all dial. This is why, like, when I watch it and I'm like, it's not believable. It's because I can then turn around and watch shit like this, where I'm just like awestruck and just dumbfounded about how good it is.
And this is fucking dialogue, dog. Like, this is fucking dialogue. Yo,
these people are living these lives. Like,
Disney, take fucking notes. Whoever the fuck is doing Game of Thrones and House of Dragons, hire them right now. Because guess what? The shit that y'all doing right now does not compare to anything HBO was doing.
Trash.
It makes no fucking sense, dog. This
isn't a bashing Disney show, but
no, we're not bashing Disney. We're just saying.
But like it's really jaw dropping how good it is. You're just like, wow. The cinematography, the music, the cinematography, the music. Just look at the framing of that shot. How perfectly centered that statue was. How both of them are on either side. Like, the fire,
it's art. It's like
there's
damn.
There's more fire on Rhaenyra's side than on Alicent's on that shot. So it's like the more powers with her, you know, like. And these two ladies, they're just so gorgeous, and they're just fucking acting their asses off. But you're just like, yes, more. So good.
Yo, and they're both like looking at each other like, dude, this is what fucking happened.
Yeah, there's the look. There's that look. He's like, this is right here where she's like, wait. What'd he say? Go ahead and then go forward. And she's like, what? Boom. And then there it is. Oh, fuck. That was it.
God.
She's like, there's been no mistake, because she can't, like, she admits it, but without admitting it. You know what I mean? Like, Rhaenyra knows that she knows, but like, she's like, I can't admit out loud that there's been a mistake because it's too late. Like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Dude, fade to fucking black, and that was it, dog. Yo, that shit was so fucking good. God.
And now, what you've all been waiting for. You know, Sean, the more I think we're going to have a little chat before we end this show after we've done talking about this, because the more we're doing this, the more something's coming to my attention. So let's, episode 4.
Good to know, man. Good to know.
Episode 4 starts off. What's this one called?
The Red Dragon and the Gold.
So we get more Daemon here, more haunting, more.
Yo, when that motherfucker drank that shit and was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it was like, this is like a Hangover scene.
Yeah,
like from the Hangover movies.
She gave him something or some shit like that, right? Or
now he's meeting with some other lords. He's still trying to drum up an army, right? This is his meeting point for all these other people to come talk to him to sign up to be part of Rhaenyra's army. And the first one he meets is this little kid, and he's like, really doesn't want to even deal with this. So
this was whatchamacallit's house. What the fuck is the
Sam
big guy?
Tarly. House Tarly.
House Tarly, yep.
Or Tully.
Thank you.
House Tully?
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those two.
Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. Whatever.
Listen, we said at the beginning, names are not going to be our strong suit.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this on a podcast, are we releasing this as a podcast?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Fuck it. Then you got the videos, so we can see it.
The Blackwoods and the Brackens. That's what it goes. But yeah, he pretty much said, "Hey, kill your father, and then fucking come talk to me, motherfucker." And this was crazy because, you know, like you said, you know, she comes
walking up and has a little chat with her husband Xavier, and she's like, "Wow, man, you're beautiful. Like your mother must be beautiful." For a second, I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought she was like, I'm like, is she gonna jump his bone? She's like all about this dude right now. She's calling him beautiful. She's like,
but then you realize when she's talking, she's like, oh yeah.
Shit. But that's when Orlos walks up. He's like, I'm about to go to war. You gonna come here with this shit?
Yeah,
get out of here with your questions.
Yo, you got a bald head, right?
Yeah, so he's making him shave the gold hair off.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Small shit like that you don't really realize until you go back and look at this shit. You're like, oh, well, that's why you got a bald head. That's deep. That's deep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So
Allison is pretty much thinks she's pregnant and takes some juice to stop it.
That's that plan B from House of the Dragon. Yeah.
Don't take none of that though.
So everybody at Rhaenyra's council's pissed because she just bailed. Like, and you got to think, like, for her to get from Dragonstone to King's Landing and back with nobody knowing has to be a long time. Like at least a couple weeks. Like she can't just move quick. She's not flying there on a dragon. So like and she didn't tell nobody what she was doing. So everybody's pissed off. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Everybody's up in a tizzy. And then at least finally fucking Rhaenyra comes in because it looked like the whole goddamn thing was about to come apart.
Yeah, but even Rhaenyra wasn't doing anything until Corlys comes in. And then they all, because Corlys is who he is, they respect Corlys. And like, you know, Rhaenyra's just, you know, she's Rhaenys. What it is. It's like, well, you know, you just who you think you were, like you thought you were going to be whatever.
Well, they still have the patriarchy thing going on. Yeah. King, you know, well, she's not
it's a man, queen. It's a man and a woman thing too, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
So basically, the whole thing is really leading up to this was fucking awesome. Who's this guy? Who's this castle that they're taking over? Cole and his people. Know. So this guy right here, the leader of this castle, the king of this castle, or whatever, the duke or whatever the fuck he is. He's the most badass motherfucker there is. Like, he just lost his castle. They're marching him fucking down. They're about to kill him. And this fool just does nothing but talk shit to Cole. He is true to his fucking word to the end, dog. He's like, he spits on Cole.
Kingmaker. I was like, damn.
He spits on him. Then he's like, right before he gets killed, he's like, you're going to get yours.
Oh, he did say that shit. He did.
Yours will come in kind. And then
that shit was dope, though. He went out like a G. Went out like
yours will come in kind is a nice little. I gotta write that down. Yours will come in kind. I gotta remember that. That's good shit. But yeah, that's just a really cool one-off scene of you can just see that Cole's army is still on the march and doing shit.
Kristen Cole got real arrogant on himself, bro. Now this shit right here, this was the shit right here, motherfucker. When fucking Aemon just started talking in fucking
High Valyrian. It's a High Valyrian. Yo, and then I like how smooth, and Aegon like understood him, but can't speak it fluently. Like he's not as good. Like he didn't practice or whatever. So like when he tried to talk, like it was just like bullshit that came out. Yeah. Like that shit was tough. Yeah, and it just has a whole conversation right in front of everybody. And like everybody knows that he's dressing Aegon down, and Aegon's not doing shit about it. But they just don't know what he's saying. It's just like fuck, it's fucked up.
Yeah, well, because fucking Aegon can fucking kill that motherfucker at a fucking fatal swoop.
You're saying the wrong names. You mean Aemond.
Aemond. I'm sorry.
You keep saying Aegon. So Aemond can kill Aegon at any time. Yes. The names are a problem.
That's why you're here to correct me.
Call him Patch. Call him Patch. Just call him Patch.
Patchy. Patchy McPatchy.
Yeah.
So, but him and Christian Cole are setting up a whole thing a whole time. But then this is where he gets into a whole detail of, do you have a wisery strategy, my king? Like, but he's speaking to him.
So what they want to do is they want to take over this little tiny castle that has hardly any army and it's really insignificant, or everyone thinks it's insignificant. What Aemond is saying is like, if we take that castle, we effectively cut off Dragonstone's supply line from all of the land, from the mainland. Like they're fucked, they're cut off. He's like, if we don't take this castle, we're still gonna have some problems. And he's like, nope. Aegon's like, nope, I still want Harrenhal. We're gonna send everybody to Harrenhal. And Aemon's like, good luck. Like everybody's already over there. Like, I'm not telling, like asking you, I'm letting you know, like that's what we're doing. So peace. And he just leaves. And then we get more of the witch with Aemon. I like this witch, this Irish witch. She's up to some foolery. She's starting some shit because she says some shit in Daemon's head, like you were meant for the throne or some shit, and she keeps showing him visions of the Iron Throne. And one, he lops off fucking Rhaenyra's head. I think that was in the last episode. But
yeah, that was crazy. But she still kept talking. It was her brain, but
that's awesome. Yeah, this was that weird scene where he just kind of came into consciousness in the middle of this meeting.
Yeah. So this was the kid that actually killed the guy in the first season. He took on one of the Lannisters, I think. And he killed the Lannister, and this, he's still around. So that came back. And then he starts seeing his dead wife. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? And he's tripping. So, and then this is where I guess he gets kind of what happens here, Steve? He gets upset and he's ready to just fucking leave, right? Is that am I crazy on that one?
Keep going forward because I can't tell. He's not. He's still. Oh, this is where he's talking to his mom about how nobody fucking listens to him, and his mom's like, just because you're a king doesn't mean you're fucking smart. Like you got rid of everybody that was smart. You got rid of everybody that was smart, and you surround yourself with a bunch of yes men, and now you're wondering why everything's falling fucking apart, and you should be begging for our fucking opinion, right?
Right. Because you're not like your father. Like that was like, damn, man. Like that sucks.
That's such a mom pose she's in too, like talking like with her drink, like pointing to herself with a drink cup.
Yeah, she's fucking. She reminded me of fucking whatchamacallit from Game of Thrones. What's her name? Had the short hair, but she was the queen. Oh, come on, Steve. What was her name?
Which one? There was lots of queens.
The evil queen, man, the evil one.
She looks like the queen from Shrek in this one. What's it? Princess
Fiona?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I forgot her name. Forgot what her name was.
I don't remember.
The evil one.
You can't be asking me questions about are you talking about the lady that was sleeping with her brother, the queen?
Shame. Yeah.
Damn it. Cersei.
Yeah.
We remembered it at the same time.
Cersei. But anyway, moving forward, they're at Rook's Rest. So this is the battle at Rook's Rest. This is an important part in the books. Rook's Rest was the battle of the dragons, but we'll see how this plays out. Played out perfectly, to be honest.
So what follows here is some of the best television I've ever seen. Like, this is some of the best shit there ever was. Like, Cole's like, we're riding out right now. We're going to fucking march. Rhaenyra's like, I'll just send my dragon to go protect Rook's Rest. And everyone's like, no, you can't do that. Like, and Rhaenys is like, I'm going to go. So Rhaenys volunteers. She's going to bail out.
She did like a fucking boss, too. She was like, I'll go. I was like, God damn.
She's like, I got the best dragon. Like, I'm out. And then you have Aegon sitting here he's still drinking. And you know what little petty little men do? They drink and they think, and then they're getting their little sports cars and drive really fast. So what's he going to do? He's getting all drunk. This suit up scene, the fucking, even, you know what though? The suit up scene with all of it was tight. Like the dragons getting ready. Like I liked when Aegon's dragon came and like touched him and like he was like laughing and shit. Like you could tell like these are like they're family members. Like they're like, they love these creatures.
Rhaenyra came out like a fucking boss. Is that Rhaenyra, right?
Rhaenys.
Rhaenys. God damn it.
Rhaenyra is the main one. Cut it out.
I know. Fucking, they're all goddamn.
Guess what? You're not gonna need to say Rhaenys' name for very much. All right. So
I know. But she was still fucking.
See right here. That was it.
That was dope. It was great cinematography though. Like each one like caressing their dragon. Like this was the final battle for their dragons. Like this was fucking like real like. This is it, motherfucker. Like, I'm getting on my plane and this is going to be my last ride or some shit like that. Like, let's ride. Let's ride one last time. Like, yo, that shit was dope as a motherfucker.
That shit was tough.
Yeah, that shit was tough, man. Even up to the scene, like, yo. And then here it is, man. They get the battle and then here comes the dragon.
The castle's doing pretty good. You know, they're handling their own.
This was tough though, where Rhaenyra actually tells her son about
the story, the Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah,
Ice and Fire. Yeah, I thought that was tough.
It was because it's kind of being spoken to in monologue over this battle that's happening, which is just really cool cinematography and like you're watching these people getting killed and you're hearing this story. This is a really cool way of showing it. But then, here comes fucking Rhaenys like a boss band. I need a hero.
That would have
been tough. She's fucking everybody up. And you realize, and then, see, as somebody that's not a book reader, I didn't know this was coming. So you got Aemon sitting here waiting with fucking that big ass Vhagar dragon.
Yeah.
You know, the one that killed and ate the little boy at the end of the last season.
Yeah. But he told him to fucking rest like a fucking boss.
He was about to go, but then over his head flies his brother on his stupid little dragon. So, and he looks like a dummy in that armor. Yeah. But like as soon as he saw him, that's when Aemon stood down because he didn't want to get in the mix and end up fucking up his brother.
But he played him though. He fucking played him though. He was like, "Oh, well, you know what? Fuck you, motherfucker."
Well, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. And then you got Cole like, "Fuck." He's not supposed to be here. You got fucking Allison's brother like, "Was this the fucking plan?" It's like, no. Damn it, these fucking kids.
Yeah, Rhaenys fucked up though.
Rhaenys' dragon did not play. Like gutted his dragon, tossed him down to the ground like nothing.
She did, didn't she? Yeah, that's right. Because that motherfucker fell hard.
Right to the ground into an explosion. Ba-boom.
That motherfucker fell hard as shit. Like, poof. Oh, and then this motherfucker right here came in like Godzilla. It was like, I was like, damn.
It was just the sound too, like the sounds of the wings. You know, like it's just like the bass just kicks in. It's just tough.
The fucking best, dog. This was
and then the dragons fight. Sean, the dragons fight,
dude.
And what couldn't be said? The dragons fight. You could see everything. You could tell the difference in color of the dragons was really helpful. It was done so beautifully. They looked well, and then you have fucking Vhagar, or you have Aemon telling fucking Vhagar, "DRACARYS."
Oh, that shit was tough, wasn't it?
Blasts fucking Aegon away.
Yeah, he set his ass up fucking hard. Look at that motherfucker. It's a big ass fucking hole. Yo, he did not give two fucking fucks about that motherfucker. He was like, "Oh, you want to be in the way? I'm gonna fucking take you down too." Because honestly, he ain't care anyway. So he was like, "Fuck you." And that was tough. That was fucking tough. Crazy. And these two get it in. They getting it in.
And like, you know, Rhaenys' dragon, like Rhaenys has way more experience than Aemon. Like Aemon might be a badass, but like Rhaenys is more of a badass. Like she's more battle tested on a dragon. She has more control over her dragon than Aemon does over Vhagar. It's but Vhagar's just so fucking big.
The crazy part, Steve, is Rhaenys knew that her shit was over. I felt like she looked at her dragon and she was like, "This is our last run." Like, yo, and she looked at her, she was like, "Fuck it, let's go." Like, I thought that shit was so hard. I was like, yo.
Well, and they go back and she ends up fucking Vhagar and Aemon up, tosses them to the ground. That whole dragon collapses, boom, on the ground, out.
Right.
And Rhaenys is like, I'm out. Then
this is it right here where she looks at the dragon and then she goes back. Cause she had him. She could have just bounced. She could have been like, yo, I got this shit. I'm good. You know, but she thought
they weren't
about
out.
that
Like
shit.
she should have gone down and finished him when he was on the ground. Is what she should.
She should have. I think she tried, but she couldn't do it. But then that was kind of it.
But then she's flying away, and no, because that's it, Sean. She's flying away, and Vhagar gets her fucking by the neck, like as a surprise attack. Like she thought she won. She threw Vhagar to the ground. She flew back to throw Vhagar to the ground. She flew away after they did the DRACARYS thing, and fucking Aegon fell to the ground. That's when she was flying away. Then she's like, fuck that. She turned around, they went and fought, bop, 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 bop. She tossed Vhagar to the ground, boom, they're done. Then she's flying away, thinks we're all good. Vhagar comes up, bam, gets her by the neck.
And that was it.
And just Bernice
that was it. She knew it was over. She was like, that's it.
The dragon just died in midair, dog. Like, what are you gonna do? That's it for you.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
But she was just like, fuck it.
But you know what she did do? She fucked Vhagar up. Those claws were tearing their fucking stomach up. Shit was falling out. So look, Vhagar ain't 100% moving forward.
That was clutch. That was clutch on fucking Rhaenys's part, dog. That shit's gonna play off. I'm gonna tell you right now. That shit's gonna play off at some point.
Yeah, that was a tough move. So, like, you know, it's like, yeah, you won, but you're not like cool.
Yeah. That was it. Was that it?
Well, Cole got fucked up.
Oh, Cole got fucked up.
Cole got fucked. Look at his like armor's all dented. I thought that was awesome.
I thought it was awesome when he fucking grabbed the fucking part and that shit just fell to pieces.
This guy right here, when he touched the armor and it was just the guy was just burned up into ash.
That shit was crazy.
I see you trying. I tried.
I tried.
It's cool.
Only 2 seconds. I thought Aemon was gonna kill his ass though. I thought he was gonna finish him. But
the last shot is just it's
but he grabbed the dragon blade. That's the shit that plays so much.
Why not? And they even say in the after this episode that like you don't know Aegon's status. Like they did not say that he was dead. Like Rhaenys is dead. But yeah. Aegon is hanging out. It sure looks like his dragon's dead though. And I know you said that in the books his dragon like might not be dead right here, but like it sure looks like he is.
See, that's it.
Yo, one of the best half hours of television like ever. Like,
Game of Thrones is
once Rook's Rest started, once she started with that story, from then on was like my heart was beating fast. I had adrenaline. I was glued to the screen.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Very, very good.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else we gotta say? Like, yo.
No, I know that we're getting another episode here on Sunday.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If
Sean, we might be back before the season finale, like just moving forward, like talking about each episode. we might just try to fit this in. I can fit it in my schedule. That's all I'm saying.
I think I can too.
If we're not doing 4 episodes at a time, it's only going to be like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, right? We did a whole hour, man. It's an hour and some change. This was
good.
Good.
If we're only doing 1 episode at a time,
it could be easier. I agree.
And by next week, I'll have an outro. Because I didn't.
That's all right. Shit, we can use the outro. We can use this one now. But listen, Steve, any final notes?
You know, I think that the fallout from Rhaenys, I can't wait to see Orlis's reaction to all this. Like we talked about earlier, I can't wait to see the daughter's reaction, knowing that Cole led an attack that her mom was at, where her mom died, and that she had Cole in her clutches and didn't take action. That's going to play. I think people are really going to start getting too emotional to hold back from fighting. Like now shit is like it's too personal now. Now you took out Rhaenys, like
I know. That's gonna hit
the
hard.
Kids are one thing, but now you took out an OG. All right. Like you talk like look at it from like mobster warfare. Like you talk about like maybe they took out some foot soldiers, but like now Steve, you took out a Dawn. Ooh.
You took out Rhaenys and you took out the fucking king. On both sides, like yo, this shit's gonna get crazy.
I didn't even get to think about the fucking like what's the fallout on that side where the fucking king just fell in battle. Like, and who's probably not dead, but like still, like I want to. If he's not dead, he's out of commission. So, which means who's running the show? That feels an awful lot like what's going on in our country. Anyways, moving on. Who's running the show? But I digress. I can't wait for next week to see what we unpack. I hope that I just hope that we're on a breakneck speed from now on. You know, I don't know if we're getting to season 3 of House of the Dragon. I don't know. But if we're not, then the next 4 episodes should be a doozy.
Yeah, it's going to be a bitch. This is going to be a real bitch. I'll tell you that right now. What's the come? Man. Woo. So I tell you. Well, listen. Till next week, till the week after next, listen, we may be here next week. So it is what it is. But listen, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be posting this episode, so it definitely will be there. This is Sean.
This is Steve. And until next time, everybody, I don't know, keep it geeky. DRACARYS. I don't know what the fuck to say. We didn't think about that.
I like that. I like that. DRACARYS.
DRACARYS.